All right, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana, and this is X22 Reports. I love them. Good old John Brennan, CIA director, past CIA director. All right, of all this X22 report and all this crap going back and forth with false information, false documents, false accusations, this is the most important part of this. Listen to this.
Arrived under a shroud of secrecy with almost...
This is Tillerson, and he's another con artist, been fired and so forth. Another con job. But this is what's important.
No media warning, and he used the back entrance to get into the building. Now, during the 6-hour hearing, Tillerson told the committee about how the administration actively avoided confronting Russia on their election interference in the name of establishing a rapport with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I don't know that Obama's innocent. I don't know that the Attorney General is innocent. I definitely know that the Democratic committee, party committee, is not innocent. Because all these people, all these lawyers around the Mueller report are pro-Democratic Party and anti-Trump. But here is what is important.
Thing that never really happened. You can't. So why is this all happening? Why are they going in all different directions, scrambling as fast as they possibly can? Because John Solomon was out there, and he's reporting that the first batch of...
Now, John Solomon, I don't know who he is, but the first batch of really damaging Declass is coming out in the next, 7 to 10 days. So we're looking at the end of this month, the beginning of June.
Documents to be declassified will be in the next 7 to 8 days. And it will surround Bucket 5. Bucket 5. What is Bucket 5? Intelligence documents that were presented to the Gang of Eight in 2016 that pertain to the FISA applications used against U.S. person Carter Page, including an exculpatory intelligence documents that may not have been presented to the FISA court. Presumably, this would include the recently revealed State Department Cadillac email and the FBI transcripts from wiretaps of George Papadopoulos. So take a listen to John Solomon. He explains what's going to happen here.
How big a problem is all of this conflict pretty much between every member of the deep state involved?
Well, first, the president's going to add to the problems of the deep state when he declassifies these first documents in the next several days. I think the most important thing that has changed in the last few months.
Yeah, it is a big detail. So we have similar sources, I'm getting.
Yes, absolutely. I have confirmed that sometime in the next 7 to 8 days, the president will declassify the first of many documents. This first one we used to call Bucket 5, the exculpatory statements that the FBI possessed about its targets before it went to the FISA court.
Now, this is why the deep state is scrambling like they are. This is why all this information is coming out and the propaganda is being pushed out there. Now, these are some of the agencies who would be involved in the declassification process. All versions of the Carter Page FISA application, Department of Justice, DOS, FBI, ODNI. All of the Bruce Orr 302s filled out by the FBI, and ODNI. All of the Bruce Orr's emails, FBI, Department of Justice, CIA, ODNI. All relevant documents pertaining to the supported material within the FISA applications. This would be the FBI, Department of Justice, NSD, DOS, CIA, DNI, NSA, ODNI. All intelligence documents that were presented to the Gang of Eight in 2016 that pertain to the FISA application used against U.S. person Carter Page, including all exculpatory intelligence documents that may have not been presented to the FISA court. And these departments will be CIA, FBI, Department of Justice, ODNI, DOS, and NSA. So all these departments are going to get hit. And we know this is going to come out 7 to 8 days from now. So if we start to look at the timeline and we look at Trump's travel plans, we see that this is very interesting. Where did this all originate? The UK, right? So if we look at Saturday, May 25th, he's traveling. Sunday, May 26th, he's in Japan. He's in Japan until Tuesday, May 28th. Then from May 29th all the way up to June 1st, don't know. He doesn't look like, we don't know where he is. Sunday, he's going to be, which is June 2nd, he's going to be traveling. Monday, June 3rd, he's going to be in the UK. So it looks like anywhere from the 3rd to the 5th, because he's going to be in the UK June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, we might see the Declass come out during this period of time. Because, diplomatically speaking, it would say a great deal about the overall opinion of the administration toward the UK if President Trump declassified documents prior to the British state visit, considering UK involvement might very well be outlined within them. And this is when it might come out. Now, Attorney General Bill Barr, he was saying that he felt the rules were being changed to hurt Trump. And he said that his handling of the Mueller report and its aftermath is rooted in a desire to defend the power of the executive branch rather than personal support for Trump. He said, I felt the rules were being changed to hurt Trump. I thought it was damaging for the presidency over the long haul. At every grave juncture, the presidency has done what it's supposed to do, which is to provide leadership and direction. If you destroy the presidency and make it an errand boy for Congress, we're going to be a much weaker and more divided nation. Now, Bill Barr, he has signaled that his interest in examining the origins of the investigation into the Trump campaign extends beyond whether the FBI operated by the book. Barr also wants to understand the role that the larger intelligence communities, or IC, may have played in all of this. He's putting them all on notice. He's looking into all of it. And Matt Gaetz, he tweeted out the following: big things are coming. And guess what? Big things are about to hit. The time marker has been set. Something big is about to happen. And we're going to see a ramp up of the deep state, the mainstream media. They're going to try to clog the news cycle. They're going to try to time this exactly right. And we'll have to see how this plays out. Now, everyone is saying that Trump is not building the wall, not building the wall. Sarah Sanders came out and she said, no, we've built a lot more than 2 miles. The real number of miles built is closer to 115. She added that the administration is hoping for 500 miles to be built by 2020 election. Now, Trump tweeted out the following: much of the wall being built at the southern border is complete demolition and rebuilding of old and worthless barriers with brand new wall and footings. Problem is, the haters say that it is not a new wall, but rather a renovation. Wrong. And we must build where most needed. Also, tremendous work is being done on pure renovation, fixing existing walls that are in bad condition and ineffective, and bringing them to a very high standard. And yes, if there's just a chain link fence or metal bars that are blocking the border but really don't block anything, those have to be ripped down and a real wall has to be built. And walls that are falling apart, they need to be renovated. But they're also building additional walls. And we know that there are many crews out there that are building this. But first, they need to have the structure of whatever they had before, which was really nothing. They need to put the walls there. So yes, a new wall is being built. Now, the deep state, they are trying everything they possibly can.
All right, so all these false flags are coming up again. These last several minutes are the most important. I'll edit this and go from there. This Declass that's coming out in the next probably 7 to 10 days is very important. And the timing of Trump over to London in England is very important. This is not by accident. They've well thought this out, well planned this out. Remember, this all started with a false flag with a British spy in London and the Democratic Party using Steele to do this false flag and this false FISA report. This is all coming out. Roger Martin from Village, Montana. I'll give you a source on this. X22, you're not going to hear this in the news. It is coming out. Watch for false flags to really blow up here in the next week or two as this stuff starts to come out and hit the fan. It's going to be big before June is over. Hold on and